And at this speech, I was talking about what it was to be a man and when I felt like I was a man. Let me transition from being, mentally insecure about who I was as a person to being, okay, I'm actually good with who I am. Number one was learning how to fight. Mm-hmm. And, I got into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and mixed martial arts, and I learned how to fight. And now, all of a sudden, when I looked at other people, I wasn't posturing. I wasn't trying to pretend that I was tough. I knew that most people that I would encounter, I could defeat in a physical altercation. That was number one. Number two was going into combat. Because even though you might be tough in a street fight or in a fist fight with someone, when you're facing death, well, that's a whole nother level. And for me, going into combat, well, what was I going to act like? Was I going to be scared? Was I going to be a coward? Was I going to be scared of death? And when I went into combat, I wasn't. I was fine. I was okay with the fact that I could die, and I was okay with that. And I made good decisions and did what I was supposed to do.
LSD, psilocybin, DMT.
I think one of the biggest confidence boosts you will ever have in your life is acquiring the tool set of knowing how to fight, knowing how to carry your weight when the chaos arrives in your life. If you're engaging a situation and you have to fight, having the probability on your side, knowing that, I've been fighting for some time, I've been grappling, I've been striking, I've been working on agility, I've been exercising, I've been lifting weights so I'm stronger, mentally stronger as well. That transforms how you engage people. Because what happens majority of the time is that if we're not learning how to protect ourselves, if we're not learning to get stronger mentally and physically, we're in this position where we fear other men and other people because we know that if something were to go down south, these people could easily hurt us. And there's this natural phenomenon that happens. You see someone that's bigger, like, fuck, that dude would fuck me up, no problem. Or you see someone that is timid, but they're still aggressive psychologically. And they're testing the boundaries and seeing if they have an advantage over you. But if you've been fighting for a good amount of time of your life, you don't even worry about that. You get in this position in your life where you're comfortable in your skin, knowing that if the problem were to occur, if a situation were to arise, like I said, the probability of you winning a fight is more higher. Whether this is grappling like jiu-jitsu, some American wrestling, or is it something like taekwondo, karate, MMA, kickboxing, things in that kind of nature that you just start getting in the motion. You start practicing and you have the awareness of how to move your body. How do you engage an opponent? How to be more on the defense? How do you attack? How do you mount someone? How do you grapple? Like these necessities, it's going to make you a stronger individual. For myself, I did taekwondo since I was about 6 or 7 to about 14 years old. And then I got serious into weightlifting. And having those two combinations, I'm not the greatest fighter. I'm not someone that, I'm saying I could win some UFC fights or MMA fights, but I have the tool sets to know what to do in a fight, how to engage a situation. And I have that confidence knowing that, I have these tools within me. And if a situation were to happen, I could carry myself and handle myself. And like Jocko said, this is what's going to make you feel more confident in yourself, knowing that you can take care of yourself, learning how to fight, learning how to shoot a firearm, learning to defend yourself. These are primal things. This is what warriors were back in the day. This is what you lived for. Your life depended on you just fighting, you becoming the strongest individual you could, learning how to shoot a bow, learning how to shoot a gun, and drilling that day after day, day after day. You have to kind of integrate that primal mindset because we've come to a point in our life that we're so blinded by the fact that we live in this bubble that we're not going to get into these situations. Because here's the reality, there's stupid people all over. There's people that are drunk, there's people that are just psychotic, are on medications, and they're willing to fuck you up. So what you can do is just get a boxing bag. Do something. Even being physically active, having some muscle on you, working out, because what that will do, even if you're not fighting, if you have some muscle, if you're athletic, your agility is on point, you can fuck up the average Joe. You can definitely mess someone up to protect yourself. I'm not saying here that you got to fight every single dude. I'm saying this strictly for self-protection. If you get in those situations, you can carry your weight, you can protect yourself, and that's the most important thing, is not having that anxiety that when you go out into the world, someone could fuck you up. And even if they could, the probability is minimized because A, you're exercising, you're doing weightlifting, heavy fucking squats, heavy deadlifts, bench press, doing different agility work, sprinting, doing some boxing drills, working on some grappling, going to, signing up to some jiu-jitsu place, going once a week. Doing these things will make you a lot stronger mentally. That's the most important thing. Because what happens majority of the time is people are going to test you. They're going to test you mentally if they can fuck you up. And that's what it comes down to. Getting to that mindset, you can be confident that you can carry your weight and not worry about the average Joe trying to fuck you up in life. So other than that, guys, get to it. Get fighting. Learn how to shoot a firearm. Do what you need to protect yourself. Till next time, peace.